Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today you will learn some interesting things about paper money and the automated telling machines, also known as ATMs or cash machines. Do you know how these things were invented? If you don't know, then don't worry about it, you will find out after watching the video. Let's begin. Marco Polo, a Venetian merchant, explorer, and writer who traveled through Asia along the Silk Road between 1271 and 1295, traveled to China in the late 13th century. He was astonished to see the locals use paper money instead of coins. The Chinese Tang dynasty persuades people to accept paper money. A banknote from China's Ming dynasty period. Prompted by a copper shortage. The Tang dynasty, who ruled from 618 to 907, introduced this new monetary system in 806, more than 800 years before the first European banknotes, while commodity money, the trading of goods that have an intrinsic value such as gold and cattle, has been around since the dawn of civilization. The first standardized coinage is thought to have appeared in Lydia, which is located in Western Asia Minor, in the 7th century. This was the first time that the nominal value of money was higher than the worth of its inherent material. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus criticized the gross commercialism that this system induced. Swedish bank Stockholms Banco issued the first European banknotes in 1660. Once again, a shortage of copper was to blame. Customers had loaned copper to the bank but demanded it back when their coins' copper content was reduced, making the copper more valuable than the coins. Unable to respond to the demand, the institution came up with promissory banknotes to solve its liquidity problem. The Chinese were the first to discover the risks of using money without inherent worth. By 1020, the cost of imported goods, coupled with bribes given to potential invaders, had forced the government to issue more and more notes, thereby fueling inflation. By 1455, paper money had become so devalued that the Ming dynasty decided to get rid of it altogether, leaving the world without circulating banknotes for another 200 years. Now coming to our next topic, automated telling machines or cash machines. There was a time, not so long ago, when there was no such thing as a cash machine. If you wanted to withdraw some money, you had to go into a building and speak to a teller. Now, of course, it is possible to get cash from one of over 1.6 million ATMs worldwide in stores, cinemas, and even the southern rim of the Grand Canyon. Exactly who we have to thank for this stroke of technological banking genius is a matter of some controversy. Luther George Simjian, a prolific inventor of his time, devised the very first cash point in 1939, installed by the City Bank of New York. This cash machine saw little use except with prostitutes and gamblers who didn't want to deal with tellers face to face. The machine was removed. There followed a lull in the history of the cash point that lasted nearly 30 years. Then, in 1967, John Shepherd Barron, born in 1925, an inventor of Scottish descent, had an idea in the bath for a machine that would give you money anywhere in the world, and the ATM was reborn. The first one was installed in Enfield, North London, in 1967. This early cash machine was operated by a token resembling a check impregnated with radioactive material, which was verified against a 4-digit personal identification number. Now, if you ask me why only 4 digits? Because that is the most the inventor's wife could remember. In an interview, John once said, "I hit upon the idea of a chocolate bar dispenser, but replacing chocolate with cash." The first plastic card-operated ATM was invented by Texan Don Wetzel a short time later, and some people, including the Smithsonian Institution, credit him with being the inventor of the ATM. If you have learned something new today, then don't forget to give a like to the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting innovations that changed the world.